Yo, what's up, guys? It's Evolve. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to talk about some political stuff. Just some common sense stuff, just some points I like to make that probably people aren't arguing, which is very important. I know this stuff isn't really fun to talk about, but thing is, when your country's in danger and your family's in danger and stuff like this, and just mainly people on the left, Democrats want to kind of like ruin stuff for you, and liberals and stuff like this. I'm not with a political group per se, but I do have more conservative viewpoints, and I'm very careful about things because I want to make sure we make the best decision. And upholding traditions and stuff like this, it's very important. Just as like Hungarians are, and how they hold up, their traditions and stuff like that, and they're really like denying the European, like they're really denying the European. I don't know if you call it shilling, but we're gonna get to it. So basically, if you haven't heard of this, there's basically a migrant caravan with about like 5,000. Some people say 5,000 to 7,000 people. Maybe like 2,000 were gone, trying to come into the U.S. And the argument the people on the left would like to use, which is basically a lie, is that they're seeking asylum, but it's really just a lie because the truth of the matter is that these people have said on camera there are no jobs, and they would like to find work and stuff like that. You're not seeking asylum. You're trying to basically game our system and basically come in and basically work, right? And we have no problem with that if you do it legally, right? So that's the whole point we're trying to make. And for the people that say, oh, they're seeking asylum, there's a very, very important point that I don't see conservatives making that I believe you need to realize. People that say they're seeking asylum, when they come here, it's not going to fix the problem. Especially if we just allow them in. We shouldn't allow them in, and there's a reason why. Because they're taking from the U.S. Understand this. They're taking from the U.S. You have citizens. Citizens come to the U.S. or people become U.S. citizens or immigrants. They become U.S. citizens to become Americans, right? These people, they're bringing their own flags. They're burning American flags. They're chanting their anthems. And you believe they want to be Americans? No, they just want the privileges of an American citizen. And we have to be smarter than that, right? Because we allow these people in. There's a reason why we shouldn't allow them in. If we allow them in, guess what? Every other caravan is going to come in. Now, truly, and I don't believe this is the case, but if this was the case and their country was truly in like great turmoil, right? They were having tons and tons of problems. Like literally, like you couldn't count the amount of issues Mexico or all these other places are having, right? That these migrants come from. The point is, you will not fix the problem by accepting in migrants. It's like if you walk in a field where like lightning rods are just set up, and there's a passageway through, right? This field, people walk through, but they get struck by lightning. Your answer to fixing that is to basically just patch up the people, help them medically. That's your answer. Instead, a conservative's viewpoint would be to, which really not enough people are talking about this, but would be to guess what? Take down the lightning rods or move them or open up another passage, because the problem is the lightning rods, correct? It's like, oh, you got a leak. Oh, I know how we'll fix this. We just catch the water. We just catch the water, guys. It's so simple. It's like you're not really fixing the issue. You're temporarily saving something, but guess what? It's not the actual thing that's causing the problems. So if Mexico is having all these big issues, the answer is not to allow all their caravans just to come to America. Because if you allow one, all the other people are just going to say, okay, we can go there too. And they're going to take from America. Because really it costs money to get these people even sent back to their country. It costs money to even get them sent back. I mean, liberals and like Democrats, they always say like we have so many issues and our systems are so corrupt and this and oh our people are suffering and stuff like this, like we're back in the slave days, which we're not. And they say this stuff, but you rather spend that money on illegal immigrants, people who want to seek asylum. So let me tell you how we fix the problem. If you really care about the people who are seeking asylum, if you really care, this is how you fix the problem. Check it out real quick. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Hold on. Check it out. So we send soldiers, more men like we usually do. This is how America works, right? We send our people, our hardworking armed forces, our protectors, law enforcement. These people, they are the ones. They are the realists. Know what I'm saying? These people deserve respect. Our veterans, yes. All right, so we send them over there, and we help them stabilize their country and help them with their country's problem. Guess what? No more people will need us to seek asylum. We have no excuses, but they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. That's not an answer for them. Their answer is to literally put a Band-Aid over the wound. They want a temporary little fix based off emotion. It's just based off emotion. If the actual facts is like, oh, if they really have problems in their country, we should help their country and not just the people who are seeking asylum. Because when you start taking in these people from this country and their country is truly declining and becoming like on the way to becoming a third world country, if it truly is the fact, if that is truly the fact, then guess what? We allow in one caravan, guess what? More are going to come. 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 And more are going to come. And more are going to come. And the important thing about these people coming is that they need to share American values. They need to respect our people, our law enforcement, which really we don't even have enough of that in the black community. So don't get me started on that. You hate the police until you need the police. Yeah, And then we need people who want to be American. And the thing about these caravans and these people is we already know their agenda. Based on what they're doing. They don't want to become American. They don't want to become part of America. They don't want to become an American citizen. They don't. Because if they did, they would do it through the actual system, and they would do it correctly through merit and through value to actually give something to the country. Now, I'm not saying I'm the best person ever or anything like this, but I'm just spitting some facts. That's it. I mean, I don't really care about your feelings, to be honest. The most important thing to me is like facts. Facts, truth, proof, evidence. That's what you need to show me, because that's what's really going to make me act on anything. And these people, we don't know nothing about them. They act like, oh, these people are so innocent, they're suffering, which you really have no video of them suffering. You just have video of them saying they're suffering, which anybody could do that. Anybody could do that. That's already a lot of people in the black community anyways. I'm sorry I'm spitting a lot of hate. I do care for my black community, but y'all need to do better. So I'm just gonna spit the truth. If I hurt some feelings on the way, if I break some hearts on the way, guess what? This is what I was born to do. So sorry. But point I'm making is that these people, these illegal immigrants, these people who want to come into our country, even if most of them are hardworking, decent people who believe in God, sorry, let me chill. Even if most of them are that, the important thing is remember that not every one of them, more than likely, is going to be a decent person that, guess what, will follow the law beyond breaking, guess what, the one they're already breaking. If they're breaking that law, what else will they do? Just asking questions, simple question. I mean, we got actual videos of them tearing down barriers, actually, law enforcement that they have, border patrol that they have from their country. Guess what? We've got actual video of them knocking them around, pushing them aside, breaking down the gates, cursing at them, using their women and children as shields for like pepper spray. I mean, point I'm trying to make. If you want a thriving country, And Democrats don't. They just want power, dog. They just want power. That's all it is. If you want a thriving country, you need to know who is in your country and enforce the law. But we don't even want to do either one of those. I mean, we just want to like game the system pretty much. I was like, oh yeah, let's not blame immigrants or illegal immigrants. The 22 million that are here. Let's not blame them. Because really, I'm going to say something about them. I'm going to say first and foremost, guess what? They're lawbreakers. First and foremost. Continuous lawbreakers. The longer they here, the more they just breaking the law. That's it. That's it. I mean, it's not like, oh, you were, like somebody saying, oh, I was an illegal immigrant for a month in Guatemala. Somebody's going, oh yeah, I was in America. I was an illegal immigrant for 50 years. That sound any better? For real? Like this caravan. If these people are truly suffering, then guess what? They can reach out. And first and foremost, let me tell you something about this. I'm not going to be the type of person just stand aside and watch America burn. If my family in danger and stuff like this, you know I'm going to be doing my best to try to do whatever I can. But the point is that these people, even if they got problems, they just running from them. Even if they got problems, they just running. And it costs money to get them all back home. Guess what? Your money. All the people that's working hard, dude. And your money isn't even going to the people who need it. I mean, we got poor people, we got orphans, we got all these like abortions and stuff. Hand over your kids. Hand over the kids. Let somebody else take care of them. I plan to adopt some kids later on. I definitely plan at least 2. I would hope to. I would want to do my best. I can't make any promises, but I would hope to adopt some kids and actually raise them outside of the stereotypical black families filled with anger and rage. But I can get to minorities and like how we poorly raise our children all day, every day. Asian parenting included. But I mean, point I'm trying to make is this caravan, like it's like y'all are like acting like, oh, these issues are so big that they're really suffering. They're really suffering. If they're really suffering, we got ways to help them. And the answer is not forcing your way into America, because that's what they're doing. Because if you have Border Patrol and the people ask you to stop and you don't stop, what does that say you won't do it about America? You got an agenda and you're going to knock down whatever gate, whatever wall, or whoever is in your way. And you're going to even use your freaking women and children. I mean, you got people like putting themselves in danger. I mean, do you know do we not know how likely it is for these women and young children to get raped, sexually abused, or assaulted? You know how likely that is? Human trafficking? I mean, you got this one big caravan. People could be snatching you up left and right. Especially at night, dog. Oh, they got y'all. You putting your lives in danger, and what is this? Some political stunt. That's all it is. That's all it's worth. These people's lives ain't worth none of these freaking Democrats and people. I mean, sure, some of them, but guess what? There are people using them. Absolutely. And guess what? They know that, oh yeah, the amount of women that pass across the border, they get raped a lot. But we won't mention that they're suffering. They're suffering. We're the one who caused them to suffer, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, they're suffering though, but they're suffering. It's like you got a caravan of people who need help. We can help you in your own country. We can help you in your own country. But understand this. America don't need to help you. America doesn't have to help you. First and foremost, America helps what? Americans, American citizens. And that's the thing Democrats don't want to admit, because they kind of brush past it. They not like I see the people debating people about this stuff. I see people debating people about this. And Tucker Carlson, I get you, man. Like, I get you. Like you're talking facts, but you're missing some important points. You're missing some important points. Like, Like, like really, like drug cartels, human trafficking, all these type of things happen with immigration. We kind of just brush past it, and like sexually assault and just all it's these people are putting their lives in danger to get something that they know is illegal. It's illegal. Instead, do it through merit. I mean, I hear some of these people saying, "Oh, because there's no jobs there. You want to work here?" Basically, meaning you're not seeking asylum. Guess what? That means you're not seeking asylum. I mean, you're acting like your government's tyrannical. Then you wouldn't say, "Guess what? There's no jobs." Because if the truth, if that is the truth, then I'm coming up with like, is there a reason that there's no jobs? What's the reason? Maybe it's because some of you are criminals, and it's harder for you to get a job. I mean, there's some possibility, and we need answers to this stuff, dude. We just brush all past it. I mean, honestly, like I'm saying right now, all Democrats aren't evil, but guess what? There's so much corruption in their party. Their party's falling, dude. I mean, really, it's just screaming like feminists and stuff like this, and it's insane. I mean, you hating white people? Like, I ain't finna jump on that boat, Black Lives Matter. Heck no. Do you think I'm finna become a racist? Nah, and that ain't happening with me. So, I mean, I wasn't into politics until like earlier this year. I had no idea. I thought, well, Donald Trump might actually be a racist, but he doesn't seem like that bad of a racist because I haven't heard anything. That was my thought. Like, okay, I'm just gonna take people's word for it and assume that he's one of those people that hides the racism. They'll say the N-word around their friends, around their other white friends, and act like it's okay. I thought he was that type of person. I thought he was that or something. Turns out he's not even that. Turns out there's a lot of lying going on and people really reaching, turning everything into a race or sex problem. Whatever freaking identification you can use to basically say that someone else is a villain and you're a freaking victim, you'll use. You'll use. Because they already don't like the fact that black people are saying this stuff. Me? Nah. But guess what? They got one thing they can use against me. You a man. But guess what? Ooh, Candace Owens ain't got none of this. But guess what they'll say? Uncle Tom. They'll say all this type of garbage. They're meaningless. Because you ain't got no proof that these people are actually corrupt or trying to ruin anything for everybody. These people just really fighting for our country because we love America. I mean, we got patriots out here. Actual people like who actually love America. You got all these people in the media blowing past all the actual facts because they got an agenda, because they're so angry, because their emotion leads them. Really, I'm going to tell you something. Politics ain't going to fix the world. It's character. And really, I got mine thanks to Jesus Christ. He set up situations and actually made it happen so that I actually grew as an individual, as a person. I want to be the best person I can actually be. And I'll tell you, I'm a fail a lot. That's part of being human. But the idea is that you learn from your mistakes. And like Tucker Carlson said, these people, like, you make mistakes as human, but these people, they don't want to learn from their mistakes. When you refuse to learn from your mistakes, when you refuse to even admit that you made mistakes, then guess what? As Tucker Carlson said, you don't deserve any power. These people don't deserve any power. If you cannot admit your mistakes, if you cannot man up, if you cannot have the balls to be mature enough, this goes for women too. Y'all ain't exempt from nothing. Nothing. I don't give women no pass on nothing, dog. I mean, I see all these beta males giving women a pass. I don't give y'all a pass on nothing. Y'all got to be responsible. Y'all got to be mature, and y'all got to stand up for what's right, too. If you don't, guess what? I'm calling you out as well. Women as well. Let's go. I don't care about your race. I don't care about your gender. I don't care what you say you identify as. Only really thing I care about is your character, what you were born as, and what defines you as a better individual. And that's Christianity for me. That's Christianity for Tucker Carlson, for Steven Crowder. And yeah, I watch CNN. I watch all these other things, and I see them talking, Don Lemon, all of them. I get from both sides. Because guess what? I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat, but guess what? I sure am as independent, and I can think for myself. I know who's corrupt, dog. I mean, are there corrupt Republicans? Absolutely. You think I'm not going to admit that? Are there like cops that really abuse their power and beat black people and has killed black people? Yes. You think I'm like not going to admit facts? They're facts. But to suggest that the whole world is the subject to how you feel, and truth, evidence, facts don't matter. If that's the case, Black lives might not matter. Y'all don't want me saying that though. I mean, y'all just hypocrites. Y'all hypocrites. Where the truth gonna come in? This caravan, they need to go. They need to get back to their own country because guess what? This is just a stunt. But guess what? I'll tell you something about the Democrats right now. They destroying themselves. The Democrats elected Trump. Hold on. You think I meant like that, like legitimately? No. What I meant is the Democrats are giving Trump power. Every move they make, guess what? He's not a silent president. So every move you make, he's going to point it out. And it rallies people. It rallies people, dude. We're tired of this trash. I already hated corrupt people. I already hated bullies in high school and in middle school. I hated these people, dog. And seeing them tear people down, they'll do it to you, they'll do it to me. They'll do it to everybody. So whether or not you like politics, I don't care. I don't care. I don't like politics either. And guess what? I'm in it. Why? Because guess what? I care about truth. I care about light. I care about both of those things. And light means the character. And light means what you believe in, your morality, and where you stand, your foundation. And truth keeps you grounded in reality. Those are the things that matter. And if you lack those, then really, I mean, I could care less about your political party. But if you got those, then we can talk. But if you're like, we can't be civil with people we disagree with. And if you like Ron freaking Kenny, I don't remember that dude's last name from Fox News. Dude was talking about like, oh, you conservatives, you guys have changed your mind on this subject, huh? About Google and Amazon. You said you hated this guy or you disagreed with him. And now he's talking about stand up for the veterans and now you guys are with him. It's like, are you saying we should like hate anyone who's on the opposite side? Are you saying we shouldn't be able to agree with something that somebody else said? And this is the problem with the left. You just pointed out your own flaws. You said we shouldn't agree with people whom we mostly disagree with. At no point should you agree. They make a point, they point out truth, they do the right thing. It should never be applauded. And that's exactly what the left is doing. They avoid every freaking thing that Trump has done right or anybody else has done right. And guess what? They say, oh yeah, we don't acknowledge that. We don't acknowledge that. Screw that. Screw that. Screw you. Screw you. You're a rapist. You're a rapist. You raped somebody. I know you raped somebody. And that's it. That's the argument. I mean, it's like arguing with children, dog. And thankfully, Trump treats them like children. So thank God, God put Trump in the White House because it's ridiculous. I mean, we never would have known like how like childish this party really was, like all the stuff this party really have done. I mean, it's out there for people who are in politics, but I'm telling you something. In the last like 4 or 5 years, things been changing. Things have been changing, dog. And man, just thank God for Trump, man. Really, this migrant caravan. I just ask y'all to be be on more understanding. Actually, think about the actual issue. These people need help. Sure, we can help them in their own country, but if they want to come here, that's a different thing. That's a different thing. Yeah, we can help you. We've sent soldiers to other places plenty of times. But when you talk about coming to America because you want jobs, or something like this, it's not seeking asylum. You're seeking to become an illegal immigrant. It's what? You're going to try to argue that? So really, point I'm trying to make, be smart about things. And even the Democrats, y'all, if you're a Democrat, all I ask is that truth be the thing that really keeps you grounded. Stop caring about like your own selfish thought, because that's why I pull myself away from as well. And, I mean, you get there sometimes. You will get there sometimes. You're gonna make mistakes. Learn from them. Become a better person. Put yourself aside. I mean, it's like men who have a family. It's like that becoming. It's like you change. You're ready to fight for this, like this little baby. Like you can't fight for itself. Like you got a wife, you made a commitment, and you're ready to protect that. It's like the truth behind it. I mean, y'all need to learn to grow up like that. And there's people we ain't gonna reach. There's people we ain't gonna reach. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. If your heart is so closed on these issues and you believe you're right all the time and that you will never be wrong, and Republicans or conservatives or even Democrats, if you're a Republican, you say Democrats can never ever be right or never make a right decision or choice. If you ever say that, I'm not talking to y'all, because y'all got your hearts closed. Y'all are the worst type of people. And really, y'all need to take a long, hard look in the mirror. Because people like me, we do it every day. I mean, I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying what it is. We do it every day. I mean, literally not too long ago, I called somebody like lazy, indolent, and stuff like that. And while I could have said it better, I meant it. I could have done it in a better fashion. And guess what? I apologize, and guess what? If it happens again, I'm going to try to be better with my words. But it doesn't mean that I'm like I'm going to just let people run me over or do me wrong. It's just the idea that you need to improve yourself. You're not perfect. You're not perfect. And it's that simple. Guess who is perfect? Jesus. And that's who we follow, so that we can become better. Because we follow ourselves, same old cycle. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. I mean, there's plenty of good quotes and plenty of smart, amazing, intelligent people who are going to be willing to really set that fine example. But I chose the best one. And it's not me. I'm not saying you perfect, I'm perfect. I'm not looking in the mirror and saying, hey, you got everything that you got. You will never make a mistake in your life ever again. That's a bold-faced lie. So be better. I'm out. Peace.